All right, guys, we are back, and for those of you who may have been, again, visually impaired, we've got Team Efficiency going up against Charlotte Tiger. Now, I really think this is going to be an exciting match. It could actually make it to the tiebreaker.
Yeah, but it's a Hemmelsdorf.
Emmelsdorf.
Yeah,
Map number one.
I feel it's become the most campaign map.
I'd have to agree with you on that. I mean, there's no getting around that. It's been that way ever since Season 1 and Season... Well, actually, it got really hardcore in the camping phase in Season 2 of this year. But I do want to say that we could probably see anything in this. I think it could be a 2-2 at the end of the day. That's wins for the defending team. But we're about to find out just how this unfolds. Production crew, please hit tab. We can see tanks. Actually. Alright guys, so along with the standard IS, IS-3s, and AMX-50s, we also saw KV-4s and KV-3s hitting the battlefield on this map. What do you think those are going to be for? They've got... I know the KV-5 has some absolutely bombastic armor.
Yeah, but KV-4 had really sick armor, so the firepower is weak. I have to say that the firepower, the DPM is low, but it's like a tier A mouse.
Ah, okay,
so
okay.
The armor is really nice, so that's why the team efficiency use a KV-4 as for defense. It's a they are in the defense side, so they choose excuse me. They choose the slow tank with thick armor. They don't have to trace the enemy because they are on the defense side, so they just choose the KV-4. As a tier A mouse, stand under here and here.
Alright, I mean, that sounds like an absolutely, how do I put this, criterion method of analysis. And it looks as though we're going to have Hiwami going up here. Like, this is what I love about Charlotte Tiger. They got those unique strategies, but Hiwami's going up here, and he's going to see if he can spot for his team.
Yep.
And see if anything is going down there on the low ground. And he sees nothing thus far, so I think that's going to prompt him to maybe go down the northern slope of that hill, maybe pull back, but we've also got his teammate there accompanying him in an AMX 5100 as well.
Yeah, but I think the Charlotte Tiger's logo is wrong, right? It's a red panda, so it should be a team deficiency.
Yeah, it is wrong. Okay. Well, thus far, we're just going to have a slow, I wouldn't say poke, but definitely a push coming from Charlotte Tiger. And
I think the Charlotte Tiger, if they can stick all tier A, together, and just ignore the KV-4. They don't have to kill the KV-4. They just have to flank it and kill here first, and go back to kill the KV-4. Maybe they can do this one. If they deal with the KV-4, they cannot suffer a lot of firepower from the west part. So.
There they go. They're getting ready for that push. We've already got the AMX 50 accompanying Hiwami going down that northern slope. Okay. This is a game of nerves indeed. And look at that lineup coming from the Charlotte Tigers. That is amazing. They've all got one shot ready to go, and I think they're ready to aim it at that window should they need to. First, of course, they've got the Oso standard Plateau, who's going to do a scout to the right-hand side just to make sure that nothing is at that location. And then maybe they'll try and fall in.
But why they choose a T-32? It's somewhat weak. The T-32, the penetration is not that good, and the DPM is not that good. But I don't know why they choose a T-32.
Okay. Well, 4 minutes to go on that clock, and honestly, Charlotte Tigers is playing this out as carefully as possible. Dexter took a hit there as well now. He's down to about 3/4 of his HP, about 4/5 rather.
Yeah, they are on the hillside and someone's spotting.
Right. I think maybe, do you think they're trying to play pokes and get Dexter out of the game?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I think the M50 cannot flank in here.
Indeed, there he goes. All right, so he's just diving straight in there. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining on that clock. Comics fires a shot, and I don't believe it connected. No, I'm sorry, it did. It hit Hiwami, who's coming down that north hill. and the fight is about to ensue.
Okay,
Another blind shot.
Here.
That more than likely came from an IS or an IS-3, but here we go.
Yeah, they know all of the enemy from the hillside right now.
Right, and Obelisk there isn't back, and this means that just about everyone's ready to go. But Obelisk was notoriously just piloting T1 Cunninghams throughout Season 2, so I'm wondering if this is going to affect his mindset at all. Okay.
Right now, Charlotte Tiger is
There we go, they're diving in.
Yeah,
Obelisk takes a shot. He's down to about 922, 768 remaining on Reno, 525 remaining on Hiwami, who books forward just a little bit. In the exchange of fire, Tanaka takes down to 1184. Elite knocked down to 739 now with 2 stacked shots. 900 damage, or 900 HP rather, remaining on Tanaka. The capture has been initiated. 798 onto Juice. And Reno and Aklov are trying to steal Dex out, suppressing him. And they're doing a good job to that end. They are succeeding. But Paulie there in the background is down to 241 on his health meter. Juice looks like he's about to get knocked out as well. But there's only a single IS, and that's going to get double, triple teamed there. And the capture that has just been canceled by Team Efficiency. Juice now down to 118 HP, and now it's a 2 versus 2 here in the capture circle. As you can see it, Reno getting knocked out first, and the surround coming in here from Team Efficiency will assure that Akluv does not get away.
Yep.
Obelisk in the background at 151 HP. Iwami at 333, if I'm reading this correctly, and Aklov down to 15 before knocked out of the game. Not sure if that was a ram or a shot.
Yeah. This time Team Efficiency, they use a strategy like this one. They use a KV4, KV3, and the IS3, go to here because they got better armor. And they use the auto loader. The KV4 is really hard to penetrate if you hide carefully. So it's much easier for them to reset capture because you use a 6 armor to reset capture and attract the firepower like autoloader's firepower. So if they autoloader the MS-50 shoot as many, if they shoot more, the team efficiency got a higher rate to win. The K4 is really hard to penetrate. So if you waste armor on him, ammo on him is really risky. So
I mean, yeah, we definitely see where the KV4 is coming into play this game. Let me ask you this, though, before we go to a break. Why did they choose the KV4, not the KV5?
The armor.
The armor.
The KV5 have really nice DPM, and
it has the highest HP of any Tier 8 tank, I remember you saying.
But if you want to simply defend, you use a side scrape strategy, or just hide somewhere and show up your turret. On that situation, the KV4 is better than KV5. Yeah, but if you want to rush it, because if you rush, the KV4 is really hard to hide. So everyone can penetrate you if they aim carefully. On that scenario, KV5 is better because if everyone can penetrate, higher hit point is better. That's it.
All right. I see what you're saying. Okay, so it was chosen for his very excellent armor rating, and I mean, like, seeing as we only saw 1 tank fall from Team Efficiency this game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Then this was it was solid play from start to finish from our Southeast Asia team. So we'll be back here in about 90 seconds with game number 2. Again, Team Efficiency on defense, Charlotte Tiger on offense.
Okay.
2. Once again, Charlotte Tiger is going to be on the offense, and we're going to have team efficiency on the defense. Looks like it's pretty much the same tank setup coming from Charlotte Tiger thus far.
You know, I'm thinking about Sunset. Maybe they're gonna got 2-2. You know, I bet the Charlotte Tiger gonna have the same, not the same, similar setup. It's a KV4, KV5, and everybody the heavy tank stick together. You know, it's really hard to break through. So probably you're gonna see a 2-2 match on this map.
All right, I believe you. I mean, that's basically how map number 1 went for Horsemen and the Coalition, but let's see how things pan out here in game number 2. We've got team efficiency on the defense, scrambling to get where they need to be, spawning to the north end of the map. And now, spawning to the southeast, it's Charlotte Tiger, and we see that they've got solid coordination, again, all the way across the board. I really feel like this is one of those maps that's going to end 2-2, as you stated, Edison, assuming that we see neither side making mistakes on the defense. Okay. So, thus far, it looks like Charlotte Tiger's changing things up just a teeny bit. They've only got one AMX 50, or excuse me, one heavy tank rather, heading up the northeast end of the map. Not even going to bother looking over that hill. I think they're just going to try and make a quicker rush happen. But at the same time, it's hard for me to really pinpoint how exactly this is going to end for our players. Okay. What are your thoughts on this, Edison? Are we going to see the same thing that we saw in game number 1?
Yeah, but I think they're gonna they may not capture this line. Maybe they're gonna pick up the strategy and try to they won't rush this line. I guess just caution with a slow pass and just pick up, just rush it, and they're gonna have a back trying to make it to do it unnecessary or follow 2 runs.
Okay, well, let's see again just where things are going. There is something different happening in this game around. We can see 2 AMX 50s are actually going to go to the, I guess you could say, the south defensive end there for team efficiency, and they're going to greet that KV4.
Yeah, but I just wonder if they capture, you know, and enemy rush in and someone flanking here. This one gonna work him, but on the north part they're gonna all die. So
I think what they're gonna wait for is that push coming from those 2 AMX 50s there, and then they're gonna all move in. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe they're gonna come here, you know, we're just waiting for them.
Right, and I mean, perhaps one of the most tense moments of that game is when you don't know how many tanks are going to turn that corner. And if you got 2 tanks turning that corner, you might be inclined to think, oh my god, the rest of the team is on the other end. One shot did just get fired, and it did not connect with anything, at least it didn't penetrate anything.
Yep.
But the KV4, I remember you saying the KV5 directly counters the AMX 50.
Yep.
That was in Season 2. Would you say it's the same case with the KV4?
You know, if the KV4 hide nicely and if M50 just trying to shoot any KV4 already hide his full armor, you know, he's somewhat like a suicide.
All right. Well, okay. I see what they're doing differently this time. They're actually taking away that tank from the northeast end of the map. That's what they had in game number 1. And wait, where's he going?
Yeah, maybe they gonna use it like KV3, you know, attract enemy's attention and use our tank cover him. And they really want to do is a rush from the other side. Maybe they can try this one. But if it is gonna work out, I'm not sure. But because of KV4, it's really take your time to kill him because it's not that easy to kill. Even it got really low DPM. The DPM is really bad. I do remember.
AMX 50s are all repositioning. They're getting ready to go down that 3 line from the same hill, not the same hill, but rather the same angle that we see Polly, Shinozaki, and Hiwami are at right now. Okay.
Yep.
Death Skies may simply not be ready for this. They could actually be just playing picks with Death Skies, and with that in mind, they're going to have 3 solid shots onto him. If they can all 3 penetrate, that's going to be a hoopla load of damage. But here we go, Plateau and the rest of the team are now piling in there. They're taking a huge chunk, I might add. 651 down to Akilov, excuse me. 1067. Plateau now down to 372. That's essentially one shot. 458. Excuse me, 549. 165 remaining on Pauly, and he's been taken out of the game as he rushed. And he's trying. Oh, I see what they're doing. They're focus firing those tanks, but that's costing them so much in the same time. Iwami was just exchanged for Juice, if I'm not mistaken. Elite in the background did fall as well. Shinozaki now is about to be sealed out by Tanaka, Deskies, and Hatsune Miku. And then it's going to be Reno to the rescue, but I don't think it's going to work out. Akilov is now low HP, popping out there, and probably not the best idea. But for the time being, it looks like Team Efficiency is hot on the defense again. 4 tanks, and those tanks all on Charlotte Tiger are low HP. Akilov down to about 1 shot. Hatsune Miku is going to try and focus him down as opposed to shooting what's in front of him. That's Opolis, and he is now unloading hell on Hatsune Miku. In the background, Pauly fell as well. And now, the last and final tank, if I'm not mistaken, was Reno, who's out of the game.
But you know, I still feel maybe on the north part, Charlotte Tiger can play a little bit like Peekaboo style, use a heavy tank on the north part, and just trying to attract attention, attract the N50's ammo, because the team efficiency still have 2 auto loaders. So if they can consume the ammo first and use the M50 rush from the west part, maybe it's gonna work out, you know. But it still depends on how do you attract enemies' attention. How you can take how many rounds on the M50, you know.
All right. Well, I mean, that's I guess you could say it's kind of game number 2 in a nutshell. We saw Team Efficiency solid on the defense. The question is, can they crack can they crack Charlotte Tiger while they're on the offense here in game number 3?
Okay.
It's good defense and Team Efficiency on the offense. Don't go away, guys. We'll be back in just 90 seconds. All right, guys, we are back now, and with Team Efficiency on the offense, let's see what tanks they have right now. Not all of them are final. We're already seeing the standard loadouts, 5100s, a T-32 coming from Charlotte Tiger, but they're on defense.
I'm not sure, but maybe it looks like it's still on the tank selection.
I don't know. I mean, they didn't have 2 T-32s in the first 2 games, did they? So
they have 1.
They had 1.
They have 1, but
someone called that out in the chat. I might add on Twitch. They said, am I seeing this right? A T-32 on the offensive team, you know. T-29 I see from Opolis. I hate T-29s, I really do, because every time I shoot the turret, it bounces.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, the turret is really thick. It got a really, really thick app mechanism.
Right.
Like 278. 278. If you got some angle, it's something like a non-penetrate.
And Team Efficiency is going for a Tiger, it looks like. They've got a KV-4 on their team as well, going with the offensive. Still 2 KV-4s and a KV-3. I feel like the KV-3, like, with a 90mm cannon, it can be...
No.
Huh?
This is 122.
No, I mean, I'm sorry. Using the AMX 445 versus the...
KV-3.
Yeah, KV-3. I mean, I can fire a lot of shots that penetrate it.
Yep.
That's just a tier 7 tank, and it's not even an autoloader.
No. Yeah,
All
but
right.
you know, the KV3, it got a 122 millimeter gun, so
Ah.
you know, it can make a lot of damage, but it's quite slow. It's
So-
slow, really slow tank.
All right, so decent firepower and even more decent armor for the tier level it is at.
Yeah, armor is not bad, but you know, if you aim carefully, it's not that hard to penetrate. You know.
Okay, well, 3 AMX 50s, 2 T32s.
Yeah, we already in the
Right.
game already started, but you know, okay.
Yeah. 3 AMX 50s, 2 T32s, a KV3, and a T29 coming out from Charlotte Tiger. It looks like they're going with some kind of a, obviously a heavily armored defense, but the T32, I mean, if I imagine that thing is a bouncing shell magnet, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but you know, they use 3 M50. I think about something because of. Can they change the tank? Look like they cannot change tank.
Maybe not. I mean, it looked like it might have been a loadout loss, but
Yeah. If they cannot change the tank, you know, on this map, if you choose a lot of KV4 to defend, sometimes you might got some problem to attack because of the speed quite slow and the firepower is not that good. So when you rush in, your enemy can just kill other tank first. You know.
okay, well, here we are.
So that's why I say it's a campaign map. Maybe we're gonna see a lot of draw on this one.
Yeah. All right, so we've got pretty much everyone on Team Efficiency heading out immediately to the south, or excuse me, rather the southwest quadrant of the map, and I can see what they're trying to go for, I think. Do you think they're going to be going for a capture on that 9 o'clock position, capture
Yep.
point number 1?
Yep, they're gonna capture. They are
Alright.
ready for that.
Okay. Kind of like this decision. It's a bold move, but at the
But
same
if
time,
if they want to capture, okay, they can use a tier 7 tank to capture as two tank here capture, and the most important thing is they have to make a defense line here. They use other tier A, you know, trying to defend the enemy from the north part, and they use a two tank, two tier 7 stand on the capture circle. Probably they gonna have a chance to win this one, you know, because if you capture, that means you force your enemy go out. So when you stand on the capture, you stand on the north side and stand, just show up torrent and stand behind the window. You know, it's really hard to attack, to offense, or to break through. But if you force to leave those buildings, you know, it's not that easy, not that hard to win, I think. Okay, a KV, it's a KV4 to capture. Okay, it's okay too.
same thing coming from both their KV4s. They're setting up a bit of an odd defensive line, I might add, but and this has gotten the attention of everyone on Charlotte Tiger. They're thinking, okay, we got to do something now. This guy's tucked behind that house. It looks like he took about 2 shots and both of them penetrated.
Yep.
One that just hit him now, 2 that just hit him now, did not. So that thick armor is really playing in, like Edison said.
Yeah, but that's okay. You know, if you shoot a track, you're gonna reset. So
Yeah.
you can keep the reset him, reset, you know, and two KV4 gonna stand in and.
I think the goal here from Team Efficiency has been made clear. They're trying to bait out so much firepower, and then with them shooting at Death's guys, they're actually forcing them to be revealed, and thus they are getting firepower on valuable targets here, like Kiwami. He's now down in HP, but at the same time, Hatsune Miku now is down to 445.
Yep, there's another KV4 here, you know.
All right, so let's wait and see where things pan out. I mean, like, this is kind of, I wouldn't say anticlimactic, but this is clearly showing Team Efficiency that their strategy at 3 minutes in and not quite getting, I would say, close to getting fully captured, about 25%. This is saying, okay, this isn't quite cutting it. We have to do something else. And there's a Tiger 1 and an AMX 50 now moving across the map. They're waiting for those guys to come in for a flank. Look at the Tiger 1 on the minimap. Juice is piling in there in his AMX 50. He's getting ready to go toe-to-toe with Plateau.
Yeah, but you know, T29 here is not that hard to shoot a track on the KB4 if he use a high exposure run. So
Capture at 50%. There we go. It's going to be 2 versus 3 in this scenario. Reno turns the corner immediately against Lit. Shinozaki is put out of the game with that Tiger 1 excellent positioning. Molly now down to about a quarter of his HP. Amazing coordinated fire as we see Juice, Elite, and Comics knock him out of the game. It's now Reno versus the world at Charlie Fiver. And it just doesn't pan out. 30 seconds remaining to get that capture. And I don't think team efficiency is going to budge, but I would say that a draw scenario might be viable if we can at least see first a reset coming from Charlotte Tiger. Plateau is now, he's kind of stuck in a 1 versus 1 where he might win the fight. But he does take a shot from Dexter there in the background, and I wonder if that other KV4 is going to crawl forward to help with the capture. Indeed, so close, so close, so close, so close. Wait, what? They reset. Dexter stepped out of it. Okay, well, they probably want the extra damage.
yeah, but they cannot live there.
Yeah.
Behind.
Yeah, they're gonna try and go in for the extra damage right now. And Plateau, it is looking like he's gonna get sealed out. They know where the last 2, maybe 3 tanks are, and that's what they're going for right now. Comics, he's been hurting this. Botek might be able to seal Plateau out. Indeed, he does. And his teammate there was also taken out. That's all of it from Charlotte Tiger. They are gone from this game.
Yeah, it's so close. If the Charlotte Tiger just go direct from the west part, maybe okay they can win this one. But they go to mid center square, and also the team efficiency is back bad. They know okay they might flank him from the middle, so okay we just stand there. They got auto loader waiting there, so that's why they win this one.
I want to point something out though. I mean, like they took that KV4 out because they were, they wanted to end the game with more damage, but I feel like they took a lot of damage at the end. They had like 4 low HP tanks.
Yeah.
Do you think that was worth it in the end?
The problem is still on the flanking. The Tiger. Do you see the Square Garden have a Tiger there? The Tiger one there, right? The Tiger have really high PVM, higher than I3. So if he just stand there and then stand behind the here it should be a central garden, he can make a lot of damage there. That's why even Charlotte Tiger have 3 tanks, those from the north, right? But the Tiger still stand there and shoot a lot.
All right. Well, I mean, that wasn't really the question, Edison. The question was, I mean, that KV4 that left the capture circle, it wasn't reset, I believe. They left the capture circle because they wanted to kill all of the tanks and get higher damage lead.
Yeah, possible. Yep.
But do you think it was worth it? Because they had 4 low HP tanks at the end.
Yeah, worth it? Yeah, but the enemy already got like 500 hit point, and they already there, and they got a flanking from the east part, so if a KV4 push from the west, just kill him. It's not a big problem. It's like,
All right. Okay, so we're not even going to go to a short break because we were so deep in the analysis. We're actually getting straight into the next game, guys. So that's good for you, right? No more breaks. We're already ready for game number 2 on offense for team efficiency. I wonder if they've got another strategy up their sleeves. They've got 3 points now. Charlotte Tiger has 0.
Yeah, and the tank is not changed, but I don't know if they know the rule because I heard someone told me on TSL, he told me the tank can change. They can change the tank, but on this match they didn't change anyone. So I just wonder if they know that.
Maybe they're thinking, okay, we're gonna go with a strategy we practiced instead of something new, something that we haven't tried yet.
This use the M50 for defending, not that easy compared to KB4.
Oh, I believe you. I believe you. But let's see. Charlotte Tiger is ready to go in position. And once again, spawning to the north end of the map, it was Charlotte Tiger. And to the southeast, it was Team Efficiency. They are on the offense yet again. Shots are being fired already from Obelisk there. Maybe just trying to poke through and blind fire, maybe hit something. But looks like we got something just a little bit different coming from Team Efficiency this game around. They're not quite pushing into capture point 1 just yet.
No, they're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean they're slated for that angle right now, but there's that KV3 coming from Charlotte Tiger that's out in a forward position. We had him just a minute ago. It's Aklov.
Yeah, there is a building, so you just stand there and trying to reset capture from this side. And T29 stand here, reset capture from this side. So they got to angle to reset.
And that's another thing, like the big blunder in game number 1 on the offense there from Team Efficiency, or rather the blunder from Charlotte Tiger, what I mean to say is they couldn't reset the capture. They were getting constant bounces, they were getting non-penetrations, and it was a really clever strategy coming from Team Efficiency all across the board. So that's what forced those 3 tanks to go out from Charlotte Tiger, and also what forced them to eventually and unfortunately lose the game. Okay, well, thus far, I'm thinking that Team Efficiency might be willing to take a draw on this, but I mean, if they take the draw on this, then they're losing this map, or at least this match, rather, and that's going to give Charlotte Tiger 1 point. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind seeing them at least try. It's to their advantage to at least try. Right. I don't know. What do you think they're doing, Edison?
Right now, the same 2K4 capture, and the same. I think Tiger 1 gonna stand here. Other 2 stand here, here.
This guy's got hit there.
Yeah, because there are 2 KB4. KB4, if they want to attack the KB4, they gonna take a lot of time. It's not that easy to kill KB4 very soon. So, on that moment, they can use this 4th tank, go flanking. Attack enemies back.
All right, I like that idea, but they're going to have to perfectly coordinate it. We've got Deskguys close to the capture circle, but he's already lost about 700 of his own HP.
Yeah, like 40%, because of KB4 is really slow, it's a really slow tank. If he cannot hide his phone lower armor, it's really easy to dead.
All right. Well,
and this time, they got a KB3 here, it's a big problem.
As you said, it looks like that strategy you mentioned is kind of being employed, but right now the AMX 50s are going in there to flank. It's amazing. Oh, just as I was about to say it, Deskguys didn't take any damage is what I was going to say, but now it looks like he's going to take maybe a little bit more. But the T-32's there, about to be exposed to the might of the AMX 50s. 3 minutes remaining on the clock, and Team Efficiency is pressed for time. They've got to coordinate this just a little bit faster.
These 2 gonna flank it, I guess. No, kill the M50.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, okay, I like that position. I like that move.
Yeah, but it's still risky.
Right.
Not that easy.
Right. I mean, we could actually see that AMX 50 way to the northeast there. I believe that's Hiwami. We just see him double back there, and it would be, I'd say, a relatively easy defense. But at the same time, I think that's what that extra heavy and the Tiger 1 and the 110 are actually hanging back just a little bit for.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's another heavy tank?
I believe I see a Tiger 1 there, if I'm not mistaken, but Botech now is about 1 shot and out of the game. So Team Efficiency getting a little bit rusty on the offense here, and I think this is where the strategy begins to fall apart. Let's look at, I mean, we just look at what's in front of us right now. We've got Deskguys down to 94 HP. 713 on Itsumi Miko as well, I might add. And 3 tanks are going to rush forward versus Plateau, Zakit, and Poly. They might just get the vengeance on Botech that they lost just a moment ago. No one's getting overzealous right now. Comics going up against Plateau is causing a lot of damage. Reno now turning the corner and dealing out a lot with Juice. Just playing his picks as best he can, and this is where Team Efficiency starts to fall apart, really. They lost Deskguys just now.
Wow, the chemistry shooting a Hatsumuku here.
Juice is gone too. Oh man. Is the next one gonna hit Hatsune Miku is the real question.
Yeah,
indeed it will, and it's
the
a
chemistry
penetrator.
is a sniper there.
Dexta versus Aklov it's gonna be, but not only Aklov, but his teammate Optimus and company there in the background. Hiwami. Alright, well, this is just about it. I mean, Dexta's turning the corner, he's gonna dive in there. And it's just him and Elite, really, that's just left in this game. And I don't think it's going to go their way. I mean, it's all things considered right now in the present conditions. There, he sailed out of the game. Elite against the world. And I think, he might have a... Well, I mean, I don't think he's going to have a chance to kill everyone on the enemy team. That's when you factor in the reload time. That's 40 seconds alone.
Yeah.
He's going to have to hit nothing but ammo racks. So, I mean, he's making a good stand for himself right now, dealing 803 damage over the entire course of this game.
Yeah, and this time Charlotte Tiger doing really nice because there is a chemistry. They got chemistry, so they are really feel easy on the capture. They know if the efficiency only have like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, they can capture. They cannot use the chemistry to reset. So they don't want to go out. Everyone just stay up in the north part.
5 tanks Charlotte Tiger had at the end of game
Yep.
number 4 there. So I believe we're going to take things, I mean, like, I don't think we need to analyze this too terribly much, but I mean, I think one thing that spoke volumes from Charlotte Tiger was at the beginning of the game, they put that KV-3 in a forward position where it makes it difficult for the tanks to get capture point number 1.
Yeah.
And I think from there on out, Charlotte Tiger just played their solid defense all across the board. No mistakes.
Yep.
Both sides playing picks the way they needed to.
Yep.
But next map, what do you think for Prokhorovka?
Prokhorovka, okay. Maybe you're gonna say Rush style on the Charlotte Tiger. They are doing really nice on Rush because their focus fire really nice.
Oh, absolutely. That's what we remember from Season 2 finals. So we'll be back here in about a couple of minutes with game number 1 of map 2 Prokhorovka. That would be who on defense and who on offense?
Charlotte Tiger on the defense and the team efficient on the offense.
All right, we'll be back in just a couple of minutes, guys.
Okay.
All right, guys, we are back and just about to dive into game number 1 of map 2 Prokhorovka.
Yeah, they choose things so fast.
Indeed, they did.
Okay, that's nice, I think. Maybe we have to broadcast it until midnight.
Maybe, maybe. Okay, so it's going to be 686 coming up from Charlotte Tiger. That is to say 6 tier 8s and 1 tier 6. And then from Team Efficiency, we're going to have 587? 58. What? They got a tier 7 and a tier 6 right now. That's not right.
I think the Hazumiku not choose yet. The KV3 not possible to use on this map. So,
All right, so maybe it's 686 coming from them as well. What I mean by that is 6 tier 8s and 1 tier 6. And 587, of course, means 5 tier 8s and, what is it? Means 5 tier 8s and 2 tier 7s.
Yeah.
It also means naked people on site in America.
Oh, T49. Okay.
It was a joke. It was a joke. That's actually, okay, 587 is radio code for police, and that means nudists spotted on site. Naked people. If I'm not mistaken. All right.
Okay,
So-
Team efficiency have 4 RU251, 1 T37, 1 T32, 1 M13. And Charlotte Tiger got, only 1 RU251. Oh, okay, 2 RU251, 1 T49, 1 M13, and 2 T32.
Game's getting started, guys. Here we go. Hype, hype, hype. Team Efficiency versus Charlotte Tiger.
Okay.
Uh-oh, no loading screen graphic. Hashtag made in Taiwan. Okay, so spawning to the south side of the map, it is going to be...
South side?
Yeah, south side. It's going to be Team team efficiency. Right now, you guys
Yeah,
have
yeah.
Edison's minimap, but
Yeah.
the observers, what's the word I'm looking for? The observer's camera. And spawning to the north, it's going to be Charlotte Tiger, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I think the T-32 gonna go here. No, they
All
go-
right.
Oh no, he go to the east side. Okay. You're gonna go defend.
All right, so here we go.
Oh.
I don't know about this divide. It can be a little bit risky coming from
Okay.
Charlotte
They
Tiger,
use
but
a T-32 go here.
Yeah.
Just for scout and other lighting here for sniping here. These two parts. The T-37 gonna go here, I guess. Oh no, not that far. Whatever.
Well, there we are.
So the T-32 make a defense line and provide a vision for these snipers to shoot here and here.
Okay, I can see that happening. I mean, where's the T-32's armor strongest at? In its turret?
Torrent, yeah.
That's right. I'm such an idiot. I encounter T-29s all the time. I shoot at them at the turrets and they always bounce.
Yeah, but the
should've done
T-32, even better.
Yeah. All right, so they're just probably going to pop their heads over the tracks and then just dive back. And that's going to give their teammates, although I guess you could say supporting vision they're going to be. Dexter is already being hit, for example, there. So already you can see solid play coming from Charlotte Tiger. 1,014 HP remaining on our team efficiencies, Dexter. And right now it's 957 on Renault, so I mean, you could say a little bit in the way of exchanges from both ends, but that's about it. And at present, I mean, no more shots have hit their marks, but Aklov did he's taken a considerable chunk of damage, almost 250. He's down to 972 right now. Polly's been spotted, but ooh, wait, so too is Dexter.
Dexter's stand here. It's so dangerous.
That capture has been initiated, though. This is gonna force the hand of Charlotte Tiger. Maybe they weren't accounting for that to happen, but one T-49 and a T-37 are out of position. That T-49 is actually a tier 8 light tank with a heavy cannon. Here we go. Let's see what's gonna happen here. They're trying to get those T-32s, I think, but they're already on the other side of the track. Okay, so exchanges of fire are taking place, but not too much in the way of shots are connecting thus far.
Yeah, they use the T-37 for sacrifice in trying to scout, but it got a loads of firepower on this match, so they just want to use someone to use a 15-meter duel to scout this one.
All right, so Botech 9 just trying to poke his head over that hill just a little bit. Dexter takes another huge chunk of damage. He's 742 left on the remainder of his health bar.
Yep, and then they know, okay, we only have 3 tanks on Stars, and you have 2 heavy tanks on middle, so then maybe they want to close a little rush.
980 remaining on plateau. I mean, like, this is a little bit even in the way of exchanges, but Dexter's now worn down to 511. If he falls first, I fear for the worst for team efficiency in this game. Dexter's at 8 HP. If he even gets rammed, he's out of this game now. And Iwami, I think, missed that shell. Is that a 122 he's using on that cannon? On that tank? He's using a T-49.
M52, I guess.
Here we go. Now it's a straight up dive in coming from team efficiency. They want to get that T-37 out of the game and the rest of Team Charlotte Tiger. It's a 1-for-1 exchange this far. Dexter did fall 2-3 remaining on Botech. 394, 278 on Elite, 331, and he is out of the game.
Yeah,
But in the background, right, Plateau fell in the background as well. Obelisk is now chasing down Juice with the aid of Iwami and Shino Zakit, and I feel like that is not a fight that Juice is going to win.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's 2 versus 3 in this scenario. If we can see that one get, what's the word I'm looking for, just sealed out of the game, then maybe there's a fighting chance coming from team efficiency.
Yeah, normally we don't choose the heavy tank as the first target because you take a lot of time to kill them.
Yeah.
Wow, he missed it, the T-49.
Yeah, here we go. Comics now dashing back there in his T-40, or excuse me, his AMX 1390.
Yeah, I think the team efficiency still have a chance to win because the T-49 is not that accurate, actually.
Right, and there's also 2 low HP tanks on Charlotte Tiger, but not exposed in this position. Not does he have, the greatest of chances in the world. He just took a shot to save those
he come
tracks.
here. No, he missed it?
Oh man, did he?
Oh, he
Obelisk
missed it.
is being
Wow.
focused down yet again. There we go. He's taken down by Comics. And where on earth is Tanaka at this moment in time is the real question.
Yeah.
661 damage. He's got to pick up the slack for his team just a little bit more. Comics now desperately rotating that turret. I feel like the turret ring was hit. Iwami's on the reload though, and that's a T-49 he's in.
Yeah.
Tanaka's got to seal him out of the game. Come on, yes!
Wow.
And now it is a 2 versus 1. And I wonder if Charlotte Tiger, wait, I'm sorry, 2 versus 2.
You know what?
They're dividing. They're running away.
Oh,
wait.
who missed it?
Wait.
Oh, who can
Oh,
miss? Who can? Oh my God!
Shinozaki now the last remaining tank on his team. If he can get both of those shots to connect, he just needs 2 of them to hit. He's in an AMX 1390, most inaccurate cannon of the tier 8s, I feel it sometimes. 57
He
HP
missed it.
remaining on Comics and Tanaka.
Yeah, both missing.
Everyone here has 1 shot. This is probably the most
Wow.
exciting moment of the night you guys
my
are
God.
going
Oh,
to see.
he
He
made
gets
it!
him!
Wow!
He gets him! Shinozaki's now got to hit Comics! He gets him! He gets him! Charlotte Tiger wins!
Oh my God!
Excuse me. But Charlotte Tiger just won that game.
Yeah, like originally they have to win that one because you know you got 4 tanks, and enemy only got 2. But you know, the T-49 is always unstable. He shooting the M13 only making like 300 damage. So that's quite
Right.
so tension there, you know.
That was-
wow, but finally M13 make it. Wow, it's so lucky. I have to say that it's so lucky because the M13's gun is really inaccurate.
It is. It was I mean, what can I say? RNGesus really loves Charlotte Tiger tonight. Let's just put it that
Wow.
way. Okay, so that game was chaotic all the way across the board. It was 1 for 1 in many situations. There was a 2 versus 4. Then we actually saw Team Efficiency win that 2 versus, more like 2 versus 3, but it was a 2 versus 2. Then we saw Aklov coming in there. He got knocked out. Then it was Shinozaki who had to take out both of the guys on Team Efficiency, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles. He
Yeah,
made both
yeah.
of those shots hit just the way he needed to.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll be back in about 90 seconds with game number 2 on map number 2, Prokhorovka. Score is now 3-2. Are we going to see Charlotte Tiger? Yeah, 3-2, because
yeah,
Charlotte Tiger
3-2,
just won.
3-2, right.
And the question is, are we going to see Charlotte Tiger make that miracle comeback, or are we going to see Team Efficiency seal them out?
Okay.
All right, guys, we are back now with game number 2 on map number 2, and the score is 3-2. So the question is, how's the set going to end? Is it going to be 4-4, and then we take it into the tiebreaker game, or is it
Yeah,
going
I'm
to
not
be?
sure, but you know, Charlotte Tiger always doing nice on Prokhorovka. So
Yeah.
I think it might be. I'm not talking about a single win rate. When Charlotte Tiger fighting to Elon, fighting to team efficiency, they're doing really nice on Prokhorovka. So
I mean, always. I mean, Charlotte Tiger's always doing nice. But I mean, like, as you said, you're not just talking about their win rate. But game number 2 is getting started right now. At the loading screen, we saw, okay, Charlotte Tiger
Okay.
has 2 RU-251s, a T-49, a 5916. What's that?
yeah, it's a Chinese tier 6 thing.
light tank, right?
Yeah, it's a light tank, but you know it can use the auto loader.
All right. So what's the
Yeah.
autoloader got? 76 millimeter. A little bit high for a tier 6. I
don't
feel.
remember actually. 57, I guess.
Ooh, that isn't.
Oh.
Oh, versus light tanks, that should be okay.
Yeah,
I
but
feel.
you know, on the gun type, they look like 85 millimeter.
Yeah. Shadow Tiger also has two T-32s this game around, just like they did in game number 1.
Okay, they're gonna do that again, and but this time they're gonna use it 5916.
Right.
Okay, the same T-32 make a defense line here. Sniper still stand here, but I just wonder why not they just send someone here, you know. For a check, if someone come here, they just shoot him down the side. It's really nice, you know.
It looks like we have an almost completely similar strategy coming from
Yeah.
team
I think-
efficiency this game around as well.
Yeah, but you know, if the team efficiency doing the same strategy, I really recommend they can, you know, rush from here. Because the T-32, okay, the DPM of T-32 compared to other light tank is not that high. You know, if the team efficiency focus on the T-32, they gonna got a lot of the firepower from the light tank. Also, light tank have really nice DPM.
Iwami gets spotted. He's got 6 cents on that tank, so he could actually tell when he was spotted. He didn't even fire a shot, and he backed down. The RU-251s took a nice pick at him, and only 1 shot hit. So that takes Iwami down to about 848 HP
Yep.
off his 1100.
Yeah, because of the T-49, you know, his gun is 152. So when he shoot, he gonna have like something like no camo after he shoot, because the gun is too big.
All right. So here we are, 843 remaining on Shinozaki. He took a hit as well. So I feel like if team efficiency is going to push this, they have to push this right. They're doing it with the T-32 again. And the rest of the RU-251s, their T-37, their AMX 1390 are all hanging back for the moment. Not really taking too much of an offensive stance, but Dexter's going to bravely poke forward here over the tracks and see if he can get some vision. Shots hitting that train, I might add, with those inoperable tanks. Just giving him a threat, not an idle threat, but certainly a threat to saying, if you poke forward, we will do this to you.
Okay, they rush again.
There it is. It looks like they're going to go straight for those 3 light tanks in the
Yeah.
back. 4 versus 3. Well,
Yep.
unless the coordinated fire is absolutely horrendous, I feel like team efficiency is going to take that battle. All right.
If this time, you know, they can cross that. Maybe they can make it.
All right. Now I'm seeing those 3 1 HP
Oh, they
tanks
crossed
in
it
the
out.
replay,
That's
but here
right.
we go.
You know,
Akulov is getting totally surrounded there. Renault's getting low on HP as well. He's in the T-49, I might add. He did get a hit on the comics there for half of his HP bar, but then he is shortly dealt with afterwards. Shinozaki now in a lot of trouble. Even though he does get 1 tank for his time, he just isn't able to pick up for the rest of his team.
okay, I sent a team efficient already. Because
Maybe.
they got a lot of light tank.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Paulie there at about 4/5 of his full HP. T-32s. I mean, as you mentioned before, they're usually the last tanks that are focused down, and it makes perfect sense. But backpedaling desperately. Dexter now at 1 shot. He's the T-32 that was surrounded first. Our observers didn't catch it. Iwami is in a lot of trouble because even if he escapes the wrath of Dexter, he will not escape the wrath of the entire team. Is that the 59? No, that's the T-49, isn't it?
T-49.
Oh boy, I could just look at the minimap and see that. So I mean, team efficiency takes game number 7 here. I'm sorry, game number 6. And I mean that puts them at a definitive lead right now, because this means that for them it's either tiebreaker game or win right now. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, they're on defense this time around, guys. They are not on the offense.
Yeah, but you know, on the Prokhonovka, the defense and offense is not different. But only difference is if only have like the whole match on the end, they only have 1 tank or 2 tanks, you know. And on the defense team, they can run away, and then let our other team should catch it. You know.
All right. Well, I think we're going to take things into a short 90-second break, and then we'll be back with game number 7 afterwards, guys. Don't go away. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Benjamin Breaker Navani, and we are back now with what may be the final game of our second
Yeah, I
set.
hope so, but Shadow Tiger is not that easy to get clear, so.
Indeed, I mean, like, they really aren't. They've got very strong offensive skills, and I feel like we're most likely going to see a rush on this map number, well, map number 2, game number 3? Game number 3 on this map.
Yep.
And that would be
Game number 7.
right as a total. So just for those of you who are tuning in, you're not used to the new meta or whatever else in between, we're going to go ahead and explain the rules to you. Basically, the new WGL Season 3 rules are every night we have, I guess you could say, the first to 5 points for one team going on, or not going on, but just automatically winning out the set. They get 3 points for that win. But what's the word I'm looking for here?
The tiebreaker?
Tiebreaker. It comes
got
if
2
there's
points.
an end score of 4-4.
Yep.
The offensive team is determined by the team that has the most damage output at the end of the day, that kind of thing. And I'm trying to think of the most key aspects of it. Oh, right. The biggest differences right now between Season 3 and Season 2, in case you guys haven't tuned in before, would be that there's a new format with 2 capture points, and that is meant to discourage, you know, camping, boring gameplay. Like in Season 2, we saw excessive numbers of draws. Didn't
Yeah,
we?
we got it a lot. We got it a lot.
Right. So 4 RU-251s, it's going to be from both sides. There's a T-49 and 2 M41 bullets.
Yep.
As stated before, both sides have 2 RU-251s this game around, but there's a T-49 and 2 M41 Bulldogs coming out from Charlotte Tiger, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. And Team Efficiency, they've got 4 RU-251s, an AMX-1390 that Comics is piloting because he likes to make those things fly. And then Juice is in something else. I'm trying to figure out what that is right now. But this time around, Team Efficiency is on the defense, but they're rushing the same point that they were when they were on offense. What's the idea here, Edson? Do you have any clue what you got?
I guess, you know, because here is a capture circle, right? And this one, I think the Shadow Tiger can use this one, the capture circle 1. Because on their setup, they're gonna kill the boot, and someone stand here, you know, it's just for defense.
All right. Well, now they're actually getting onto the hill.
Yeah. But you know, we got 2 capture circles, so if your enemy all go to its path, why not just go to a capture circle 1? You only need 33 seconds, you know. It's not that hard to win.
That's right. I mean, I feel like this is kind of a rush order loss, if you will, coming from Team Efficiency. Like, they're just, I mean, Charlotte Tiger's ready to take the capture. There's going to be a T-37 spot for that, and potentially to reset. But
No, they can reset.
T-37?
I mean position.
Yeah.
Let me draw that. No. Here is the ridge. Here is the ridge. So if you stand here, it's really hard to reset. Not almost impossible. If you want to reset, okay, go here. But you know, a lot of people here, we cannot reset on that side. If you just want to stand on the north side, trying to reset a capture circle, only chance they have is the. No, I don't think he have any chance. The T-37.
All right. So this far, I mean, Charlotte Tiger is reluctant to get that capture initiated, but this is what they're doing. Scouting and knowing where their enemy is based on where their enemy is not. The most textbook example I can think of would be Horseman versus B Gaming v Wako back in the QIC Season 2 on Ruinberg.
Yeah.
And then, even then, when Horseman spotted them, they rushed in and they got scrapped up.
On such setup, I think the Japanese team can stand here and here, you know, and okay, someone already captured.
Indeed.
So when you want to destroy capture on this side or this side, you're gonna get a lot of firepower, you know, over here.
Okay.
But I feel they should use more bulldogs for capturing.
I think the RU-251 is next on my unlock list. Definitely. Dexter's there, poking his head over the hill. And now, with the scenario that Team Efficiency is faced with, they're going to have to act very quickly and perhaps even very hastily to bring that reset to
Yep.
reality.
Yep. If they go to the north side, they cannot find that they cannot reset the catcher. They have to rush you. But if you rush you, you're gonna snap from it. Someone's gonna snap you.
All right, well, here we are. Our U251's heading down the middle end of the tracks. Oh my god, Botek just got locked out
Yeah.
in his T37, if I'm not mistaken, maximum HP of 800 something. So he was knocked out.
680.
But I mean, let's look at the present position of Charlotte Tiger. They're really spread out right now.
Yeah, the position is really nice because on the previous season, do you remember? A lot of teams camp on here, you know. Like,
Yeah.
You got a draw. So this time, here is a capture circle designed for
Yeah.
campers.
Comics is going in there in his AMX 1390. He's taken down now to about 958 on his HP. He's got 25 seconds to prevent that capture. His teammates look like they're going to be doing that instead. And now he's locked into a 4 versus 1. He got track shotted, and Shinozaki was going in for the ramp in case bullets could not finish the job. The reset has become real.
Yep.
And Plateau is now being focus fired down. Elite running for his life now. His
but
engine's
to pay
on
for
fire.
that- Yeah, they have to pay for that. You can reset, but you gotta die there.
Right, 4 tanks remaining, 140 HP on Dexta. And so far, Charlotte Tiger not dropping a single beat of sweat or a single tank in this game.
Yep. And they're
Looks
gonna
like-
capture again, you know. They're gonna force you to come back. You cannot run away.
Yeah, I don't know. There's 2 minutes remaining on the clock, so I feel like if maybe a draw is possible, in which case Charlotte Tiger would win. That means if the clock hits 0 and no one is captured for the win, or there are tanks remaining on the map, the defending team, in this case Charlotte Tiger, would, excuse me, the defending team, in this case Team Efficiency, would win. The Juice is now locked out and knocked out. Looks like, unfortunate as it may be.
Yep.
Dexta and Tanaka now just working their, how do I say this, working their hill, if you will. But Renault and Polly are going to climb over that hill and knock everything out.
Yes. Okay. It's
all-
over.
It's up to Death Guys now. I wouldn't say entirely over. He could probably try and reset the capture, then run for the hills. But at the same time, I mean, no, here we are. Boom.
Yeah, they are elected to take it for capture circle. If you just let the empty on the middle, they're gonna capture. Not a whole team. They just want to one capture and check your whole team out, you know. And they set up a lot of snipers just waiting for you guys.
All right. Well, I mean, that was pretty nice. That was a pretty nice finishing move from Shinozaki. He actually got a ram onto. Who was that? There was that. It wasn't Juice. It wasn't Juice.
Not Juice.
Not
the
Juice.
Juice.
Juice died. He was getting 2v1, so I can remember. Oh well. It was a nice sealing out ram from Shinozaki. Kind of signature move. He's like, I'm gonna headbutt you out of this game, bro. You know. But now we're about ready for game number 2 on defense for Team Efficiency.
Yeah, the number 8 game.
Yeah.
Do we gonna have a tiebreaker?
Are we gonna have that tiebreaker? That's the real question. I mean,
Okay.
we're gonna need some time to do math,
Okay.
add up the damage. It's gonna be chaos for the production crew, that kind of thing. But we'll be back in just about 90 seconds with game number 2 of defense, potentially the final game of the night, or potentially the tiebreaker match shortly afterwards. We'll be back
Okay.
in just 90 seconds, guys. All right, guys, we are back now with, again, potentially the final game of the night. This is game number 8 getting underway, and the score is presently 4-3
Yeah, yeah.
in favor of Team
But,
Efficiency.
you know, I think in this match, the Shadow Tiger already forced Team Efficiency, rush into the middle right now because of they know on the previous game and on the previous season, the Team Efficiency, they prefer go to each part and go for defense, but there's a capture circle 1, so they cannot do it anymore.
Well, I'd also like to point out that Charlotte Tech is going for the same exact tank loadout that they did in offensive game number 1 on this map.
Yep.
So they probably have a similar strategy in mind, if not maybe different coordination. We're going to see, of course, huge differences as this game pans out. But I feel like one thing that also countered against Team Efficiency in the early game there.
Did he go out again? So they know how to break through that?
Maybe.
I really wonder, not that easy.
Pershing and T-37 really staying there? Am I looking at this right? Is something wrong with the minimap tool that we have here? It's hard to say.
It's a Pershing, T-37 on the here, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna the same, one sniper, a lot of sniper, and someone capture.
Okay, well, RU-251s, AMX 1390 is heading up the hill again. I feel like it's not a good idea. I feel like that's
if they just go 3 for capture for 33 seconds, maybe they can win that directly.
I don't know. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, well, what are these guys doing? Are they gonna go up the hill around the map and then try and flank them completely? Are they gonna,
They just want to assure if there is any enemy up here, I guess.
Okay. I mean, that's a little bit hard to predict, but I mean, Charlotte Tiger is showing that they're doing the same strategy 2 games in a row. Look at that amazing spread coming from our Japanese juggernauts.
The Bulldog here for Skull. So this one, I expect he's gonna capture. So the RU-251, this one, should be moved to here, I guess. And got a lot of sniper here.
Eventually, but the question is what's the move going to be from Team Efficiency this game around? I mean, yeah, we saw basically the same spread coming from our green team on the minimap. Dexter's dodging a few shots here to left and right in my head, and thus far, I think no one's really taken too much damage yet. No one's taken any shots at all.
Yeah, but RU-251 gonna stand here?
Maybe. It looks like he's headed just to that position as he pointed it out, but he's
but they're waiting for the Bulldog capture. That's it.
Okay.
But T-49 stand here. The gun is really inaccurate, so I just wonder why he stand there. If I were T-49 stand circle is not that bad because when you're actually rushing, you want to reset a gun. You cannot take your 152mm gun. They're gonna enter the big gun.
Alright, well, I feel like that's somewhat acceptable.
This one gonna go here and here to reset capture again, so they're gonna got a lot of fire.
Okay.
That's why the RU-251 here, I think, because he can snipe it on this side.
Just waiting to see where things are going to go. I mean, the capture's already been initiated. It's about 25% done there.
Yeah.
Team Efficiency has to go in this the right way. They can't fumble.
Yeah. The RU-251 gonna make a big trouble for the Team Efficiency. Oh, this one is M13.
Oh, man. He's going at it from the south. He wants to get an idea of just where the entire enemy team is.
But
there.
he don't know there is a Bulldog.
Right. It's probably packed into some bushes right now in its present position. But the thing that's working for Comics right now is this engine is not exposed to that angle of fire. He sees the RU-251s. He sees what's coming at him now. He's dodged a couple of shots, and that thing.
Can I go up?
Yeah.
I think the T cannot rush him.
There we go. Finally, they know where to go and how to go at it. The question is this the game where we see Team Efficiency win?
Yep.
Elite Comics rushing at it right now. Shinozaki looks like he's going to be sealed out of this game. The T-37 is going in for the reset on that M41 Bulldog right now. Look at Botek. He's going to try and get that hit. That's all he needs, just one, and he gets it. He gets the reset. 2 minutes, 54 seconds remaining on the clock. 505 HP on Dexter. Kiwami fell in the background. Shinozaki still miraculously alive with only 14 HP. Tanaka looks like he's in danger of falling himself. 41 HP remaining on his full bar. 273 on Dexter.
Oh,
273.
can you do that? Okay, he done.
Indeed, and
Wow,
now Elite
Charlotte
and Dexter
Tiger.
are fighting off against
Wow.
X-Move. It's 3 Charlotte Tiger versus 3 Team Efficiency, as we do have one more of their takes falling out of this game.
Yeah, it's so close right now, but I hope there is no T49.
Oh boy, yeah, that's the one thing they have to do right now. Absolutely hope for it.
Yeah, if there is a T49, I love seeing.
This guy's ultra exposed there. Polly getting hit now by Juice. Gonna get rammed as well. Juice takes a good chunk from that, and he conveniently puts himself right in front of Polly. This guy's coming in for the seal out on that, and it will succeed to that end. 27 HP, 77 remaining on Elite for his HP. Obelisk now getting hit by 2 tanks at the same time, and it's Death Skies versus Obelisk. Obelisk versus Juice and Death Skies.
Okay.
So,
The
team
team
efficiency.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah, then
By, I guess you could say a short miracle, they won this game, and that's going to put the score at 5-3, which means there's no tiebreaker game,
Okay.
and we see team efficiency getting 3 points. And that reminds me, from now on, if you guys are new and you needed to know this, if we see the tiebreaker game come, then that means the team that wins the tiebreaker only gets 2 points, not 3.
Okay.
I guess you could say it's like it's kind of not punishing a team that's maybe a little bit more lucky than you are. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's
All right.
it's quite close, so maybe just got 2 points.
Right. Stopping to think about this game for a minute. Critical point, definitely the bold scout coming from comics. We could see what he was doing there. The AMX 1390 was
And
comics.
Yeah. Oh, it's a comics.
Yeah.
Because it's a plane. You go to the south side and check the attention of your enemy. So when they trying to kill the M13, they just rush out and
It's
they
a
are ready
gamble.
for there. They know you guys. Okay, you have someone capture circle, right? You have someone to cover the north capture circle. That means that you only have 5 tanks at the maximum on the south side. So they just use 7 tanks to rush. Oh no, they use a 6 tank rush in and use a T37 for his capture. That's it. That's their plan. But
I know. I mean, it's on paper it was kind of brilliant for the counter capture, and it worked very well. They knew what to expect from their defense game number 1 when they lost to Charlotte Tiger, and then in defense game number 2 they managed to make it work out.
yeah, but I still feel something not that perfect because of the Charlotte Tiger used a T49. On the light tank, if you do not rush direct to your enemy, the T49 for sniping is really suck. It's really bad. I have to say that.
It is. I mean, like the accuracy, as you pointed out. Not only that, but the shell moves very slow. So I mean, it's almost entirely possible that if you see it, you can stop your tank and just contribute a little bit more to the dodge factor. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, but it's really hard to hit the enemy, especially the IU-25 always run in the shell.
Oh.
He never stops, so it's really big headache for the T49.
Absolutely. Okay, so guys, don't go away. We'll be back in about 8 minutes with our next set between PvP Super Friends and Elong.